So, in the world of Escape from Tarkov, one thing that is very confusing to new players and even veterans of the game is barters. There are hundreds of barters available through the traders, and it's kind of hard to keep track of what's worth trading for and what's not. Throughout my time playing this game, I've found a lot of trades that are absolutely worth doing. So today I'm going to be showing you guys 7 barters that everyone is sleeping on in Escape from Tarkov. Okay, so jumping straight into this, before we get into the barters that I have to show you guys, I kind of want to just give you an idea of how many barters are in the game. So we'll hop through all of the traders and just kind of scroll through. If you look, there's just an absolute insane amount of barters, and it really is hard for people to keep up with. And I know for me personally, it took a very long time to figure out what's good and what's not. But as you can tell, there are a lot of barters. I would say that between Mechanic and Ragman, they definitely have the most amount out of all the other traders. But this just kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at and how many different items there are to trade for. And then of course the items that it takes to trade for what you want. So jumping straight over to Therapist, that's who we're going to start with today. This is a trade that I use constantly all of the time, and that is going to be the Salawa or Solewa first aid kit. If you look, it takes 1 emergency water ration and you get one. If you look up the EWR, it's about 15k, which is crazy because if you look at how much Therapist sells one of these first aid kits for, it's 37k. So you're dropping the price in half plus a little bit more just by doing the EWRs. And also, if you're interested, you can also craft the EWRs in the hideout right here. You get 2 of them, trade them for the Solewas, whatever you call them. Boom. You just saved a ton of money right there. So this is one of those trades that I just like doing because obviously you need meds to go into every single raid. I just do this every time I craft an EWR, and I've got meds stacked up in my case. Moving on from Therapist, we're going to jump straight over to Skier. By the way, that trade for Therapist was going to be on loyalty level 1, so this is something that you can do right from the get-go. If you find these things in raid, trade them. Boom, there you go. Moving over to Skier, first one I have for you is going to be Skier level 3, and this is a trade that I like to use just to kind of save a little bit of money. Right here we've got the EOTech Voodoo, a favorite scope for a lot of people. If you look this up on the flea market, these things, I mean, right now they're going for 140k. Sometimes they'll drop down to 100, but these scopes are very expensive. It's a very good scope, and 90% of the player base loves this scope. But as you can see, 140k for a scope, I'm not paying for that. You're probably not either. So that is why we are here today. So if you look, it requires 2 GPXs. And if we go over to the GPX, you can buy 2 of them for around 60 to 70k. Boom, you just got yourself a Voodoo for 60k instead of paying 140. So if you like the Voodoo, this is an awesome trade. A lot of people actually don't know about this. They just buy it straight off the flea market, and I used to be one of those people. And this is going to save you a ton of money if you like running scopes like this. I would suggest every time it resets, pick one up. You can hoard these things and then start using them when you have a bunch of them, just so you don't have to worry about running out when you need them for in raid. All right, so moving on from Skier, we're going to jump over to Ragman. And the first one that I have for you guys is going to be loyalty level 2. This is going to be for all of my Swordin enjoyers out there. I love the Swordins. They're my favorite headset. I use them on every single map except for labs. Please do not take these into labs because they absolutely destroy your sound. It's terrible. But if you are a Swordin enjoyer, this is going to be an awesome trade for you. 1 Veritas guitar pick. If we go ahead and check it out, 30 to 35k is usually what these things are going for. And if you go to Ragman, he sells them for 49k. So already you're going to be saving a bunch of money there. You can get 2 of these per reset. I just stack them up and I run Swordins all day long, and it's awesome. So if you like Swordins, go ahead and do that. If you like these Comtacs, you can do the matches trade. This is kind of a little bonus in there. Personally, I use Comtacs at the beginning of wipe, and then once I have Swordins unlocked, that is what I switch over to. All right, moving on from Ragman level 2, we're going to go right into Ragman level 3. I know for a lot of you guys who are lower level, this isn't really going to apply. These are just some trades that I use on a day-to-day basis. So if you guys have access to these trades, you might want to give them a try. If you watch my hideout video on how to make money and stuff like that, these two are going to be a little bit familiar to you. So 2 trades that I do in here One is going to be the Cry Precision AVS plate carrier. This one requires 7 shampoos and 5 orthodontox, or however you say that. The shampoos, I get them all from crafting in the hideout. I just craft them basically nonstop in my rotation. So eventually I just have a bunch of these, and then you can go and buy these for about 4 to 5K a piece. And then you can go ahead and start stocking up on AVSs. I got a few of them, nothing crazy, but this is a good rig. It's class 4, does thorax and stomach protection. Awesome little rig. I love running it. Moving on from there, you guys will have also saw this in my hideout video, is the TV110. If you alternate between the bleach and the shampoo craft in the lavatory, you basically get these things for free and you can stack up a lot of them. I don't like using the TV110 over the AVS because you don't get stomach protection with the AVS, but this is a really good rig if you just want something extremely cheap, essentially free, because you're crafting everything and you can just run these all day long. Another one that I'm kind of doing now, this is just a little bonus, this Bagari whatever armored rig. This is a class 5 armored rig. It offers thorax and stomach protection, but it does kind of have a low durability. Right now I'm switching between Cordura and Fleece in my lavatory, just crafting them both, and then whenever I have enough I'll just buy one of these. This is a decent class 5 rig. It's definitely better than running a class 4. Offers you a little bit more protection, but like I said, this is a little bit of a bonus. All right, so moving on from Ragman, we're going to go over to Jaeger level 1, and there are 2 trades here that are really good, and I want to show you guys. Starting off with the first one is going to be the dog tag case. If you don't have a dog tag case because you see it over at Therapist and it's like 344K, that is insanely expensive for a dog tag case, just for something that you're going to hoard dog tags in if you're like me. So we're going to go over here to Jaeger level 1 and we're going to barter for this dog tag case. So it's going to require 1 VHS and 1 military flash drive. Go over here, 1 military flash drive, 120K. And then go over here to the VHS, 40K. You're looking at 160K and you've got yourself a dog tag case. Now, I'm not the best at math, but that is basically half price for the same thing. So if you're buying dog tag cases from Therapists for 344K, stop. Just go to my man Jaeger over here. It's loyalty level 1, so anybody can do it, and then get yourself a dog tag case right here for way less money. And then finally, the very last barter that I have to show you guys today. This is probably going to be the most useful barter that I'm going to show you, simply because you need it for a lot of tasks, and that is going to be the Scav Vest. So a lot of people, what they'll do when they're on their tasks that require you to wear a Scav Vest and kill scavs, players, whatever, they'll go over here to the flea market, they'll start buying them. These things get all the way up to 30K sometimes. I know sometimes I forget about this barter and I'll come over here and just buy one of these. But if you do the barter, which is 1 Slickers bar, you can come on the flea market, buy one for 8,400 rubles, and get yourself a Scav Vest. There's no cap on this, so you can do it as many times as you want. So you can stop paying 20 to 30K for a Scav Vest and get it for much cheaper. And then another little bonus on top of that, sometimes if it works out, you can go over to Therapist. She has a trade for a Slickers bar. Look up this Vita Juice right here. Look at that, 7,700. You can buy this, trade for a Slickers, take the Slickers, trade for the Scav Vest. Boom, you have a Scav Vest for 7,700 rubles. So stop spending 30K on a Scav Vest just to do a quest and start doing this. So there you go, guys. That is 7 barters that everyone is sleeping on in Escape from Tarkov. These are just things that I use on a regular basis, and hopefully this video helps you guys and will start saving you a little bit of money. I know for me personally, this voodoo trade is just absolutely busted, and I don't know if voodoos and all of the other good scopes will stay expensive like that forever, but while they are expensive, take advantage of this trade. It is awesome. So before I end this video, I just want to say there are a ton of other barters that are really good. I didn't go over every single one of them. I just wanted to make a quick video on stuff that I use in my everyday gameplay. So don't expect this to be an end-all be-all guide to barters. These are just things that I use and I thought you guys might enjoy. So I just wanted to take a quick second to say thank you guys for all of the support recently. I really appreciate all the comments, views, likes, everything really means a lot. If you guys found this video useful, please be sure to drop a comment and let me know. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.